I started my accounting career in 2006, and by 2011, I was making over $100,000 a year. In this video, I'll share with you how I did it. This video is not only about salary progression, but also about the practical steps that you can take today in order to reach $100,000 after 5 years in accounting. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll share with you a bullet point summary of what you need to do to achieve similar results. If you're new here, my name is Bill Hanna, and this channel is all about giving you actionable steps to supercharge your accounting career. I share with you everything that I've learned over the last 2 decades working in the accounting field in New York City, and how I grew my earnings from $50,000 a year to well into the 6 figures. My goal is that you learn from what I did right and, more importantly, what I did wrong throughout my career. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to get my videos in your YouTube inbox. And better yet, hit that notification bell so that you can be first to know when I put out a new video. First off, I just want to say that I didn't go to any fancy school. In fact, I got my bachelor's degree in accounting from the City University of New York, which cost me about $6,000 a year in tuition. I studied hard and kept my GPA above 3.5, which was a key factor in landing my first job at PriceWaterhouseCoopers. I started my career at PwC in 2006 in the audit practice. My salary at the time was $50,000 a year. I felt on top of the world to be making this kind of money, and I wanted to work harder to make even more. I was working in the audit department, so I was doing things like reviewing financial statements and tracing back account balances to supporting documents. It was kind of boring, but there were 2 factors that kept me motivated. One, I was building really good foundation in accounting and auditing. Plus, the glamour and the pride I felt working in a Big 4 accounting firm kept me engaged. After 2 years working in public accounting, I gathered enough hours to qualify for a CPA license. CPA stands for Certified Public Accountant. And in the United States, it's the gold standard for accounting knowledge and will prove to be a huge catalyst in my future earnings. What has been your experience? Was there a specific certificate that had a big impact on your career? Share with us in the comment section below and tell us what industry you're in and what certificate was of a big impact on you. So to recap what's important in the story so far, I got my bachelor's degree from an ordinary school, but I kept my GPA above 3.5. I worked in public accounting for 2 years, which allowed me to get amazing real-world experience as well as gather enough hours to qualify for the CPA license. When I left PwC after 2 years, I went to work for a small software startup. And I went from making $55,000 to $70,000. And that was a great increase. My role was a senior accountant, and so my work included tasks such as processing vendor invoices, billing and cash collection, as well as assist in the financial close and the preparation of the financial statements. My big break was in 2010, which was 4 years after I graduated college. I finally passed all 4 parts of the CPA exam, and I could finally put the CPA designation after my name on LinkedIn. Passing the CPA exams was one of the most difficult and yet rewarding experiences in my life. Although the exam was made up of 4 parts, I sat for it 9 different times because I failed a couple of parts along the way. Getting the CPA license has had by far the biggest impact on my career and earning potential. I was able to transition to an accounting manager position, and my salary jumped to well over $100,000 a year. Alright, I'm gonna recap all of this for you in a minute here, but first I want to say that it may seem a bit materialistic or that I was only chasing after money. And although the money was great and allowed me to provide a better life for my family, I was also considering the type of work that I was doing and always looked to increase my scope of responsibilities. My goal was to grow and become a more rounded professional, and money happens to be a byproduct of the process. Alright, let's recap and summarize all of this. Although I got my accounting degree from a city college, I have managed to keep my GPA above 3.5, which played a great role in landing my first gig at PwC. I spent 2 years working in public accounting, which gave me a great foundation in accounting and auditing, and also gave me the necessary hours needed to apply for the CPA license. Armed with my CPA license, I was able to get promoted to an accounting manager position, which allowed me to earn slightly above $100,000 a year in just 5 years into my accounting career. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any specific questions about my experience, and I'm happy to address them. Also, if you want me to elaborate on any of these points that I just made in a separate video altogether, that would be great, as I'm always looking for new video ideas. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. I put out new content every week, and I want you to be sure not to miss it. One last thing, consider sharing this video with a friend or someone that you think will benefit from this content. I would really appreciate that.